Act 1, Scene 3 of Faust, Part 2 by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Translated by Bayard Taylor. This is a Librivox recording. All Librivox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit librivox.org. Act 1, Scene 3. Spacious hall with adjoining apartments, arranged and decorated for the carnival masquerade. Herald.
Think not, as in our German bounds, your chance is of deaths or fools or devils' dances. Here cheerful revels you await. Our ruler on his Roman expedition hath for his profit your fruition, crossed o'er the Alpine high partition, and won himself a gayer state. He to the holy slipper bowed him, and first the right of power besought. Then, as he went to get the crown allowed him, for us the fool's cap he has also brought. Now are we all new born to wear it, each tactful and experienced man, drawn cosily o'er head and ears doth bear it. A fool he seems, yet he must share it, and be thereby as sober as he can. These crowding come I see already, close coupling or withdrawn unsteady, the choruses like youth from school. Come in or out, bring on your ranks, before or after, 'tis the rule. With all its 100,000 pranks, the world is one enormous fool.
Garden Girls. Song accompanied with mandolins.
That we win your praises tender, we are decked in festal gear. At the German court of splendor, girls of Florence we appear. On our locks of chestnut glosses wear we many a flowery bell. Silken threads and silken flosses here must play their parts as well. Our desert, not overrated, seems to us assured and clear, for by art we've fabricated flowers that blossom all the year. Every sort of colored snipping on its own symmetric right, though your wit on each be tripping, in the whole you take delight. We are fair to see and blooming, garden girls and gay of heart, for the natural way of woman is so near akin to art.
Let us see the wealth of blossoms, basket-crowning heads that bear them, garlanding your arms and bosoms, each select, and lightly wear them. Haste, and bosky arbours dressing, let a garden here enring us, worthy they of closer pressing, hucksters and the wares they bring us.
Now in cheerful places chaffer, but no marketing be ours. Briefly, clearly, let each laugher know the meaning of his flowers.
Olive branch with fruit.
Flowers' praise I do not covet, strife I shun or branch above it, foe of conflict I remain. Yet I am the marrow of nations, pledge of happy consummations, sign of peace on every plain. Be today my lucky fate, worthy head to decorate.
Wreath of ears, golden.
You to crown the gifts of Ceres, here thy kindly grace have sent. Unto use what chiefly dear is, be your fairest ornament.
Fancy wreath.
Gayest blossoms like to mallows, from the moss a marvel grew. Fashion calls to light and hollows that which nature never knew.
Fancy nosegay.
What our name is, Theophrastus would not dare to say, contrast us. Yet we hope to please you purely, if not all, yet many, surely. Such as fain we'd have possess us, braiding us in shining tresses, or a fater fate deciding, on the heart and rest abiding.
Challenge.
Motley fancies blossom May, for the fashion of the day, whimsical and strangely moulded, such as nature ne'er unfolded. Bells of gold and stems of green in the plenteous locks be seen.
Rosebuds.
Yet we lie concealed behind, lucky who shall freshly find, when the summer time returneth, and the rosebud bursting burneth. Who such blisses would surrender, promise sweet and yielding tender, they in Flora's realm control, swiftly eyes and sense and soul.
On the green leafy arcades, the garden girls adorn and gracefully exhibit their wares. Gardeners. Song, accompanied with theorbos.
Blossoms there that sprout in quiet, round your heads their charms are weaving, but the fruits are not deceiving. One may try the mellow diet. Sunburned faces tempt with flowing cherries, peaches, plums your vision. By forbearing the eye's decision to the tongues and palate showing. Ripest fruit from sunniest closes, eat with taste and pleasure smitten. Poems one may write on roses, but the apple must be bitten. Then permit that we be mated with your youth so flowery fair. Thus is also decorated, neighbor-like, a riper ware. Under wreaths of flowery tether, as the leafy arbors suit, all may then be found together, buds and leaves and flower and fruit.
With alternating songs, accompanied with mandolines and theorbos, both choruses continue to set forth their wares upon steps rising aloft, and to offer them to the spectators. Mother and daughter.
Maiden, when thou cam'st to light, tiny caps I wrought thee, body tender, soft and white, lovely face I brought thee. As a bride I thought thee, led, to the richest, wooed and wed, as a wife I thought thee. Ah, already many a year profitless is over, none of all the wooers here now around thee hover. Though with one wast wont to dance, gav'st another nudge and glance, hast not found thy lover. I to feast and revel thee vainly took to match one. Pons and hindmost man of three would not help thee snatch one. Every fool now wears his cap. Sweetheart, open thou thy lap, still perchance mayest catch one.
Other maiden playmates, young and beautiful, join the garden girls. The sound of familiar gossip is heard. Fishers and bird catchers, with nests, fishing rods, limed twigs, and other implements, appear, and disperse themselves among the maidens. Reciprocal attempts to win, to catch, to escape, and to hold fast, give opportunity for the most agreeable dialogues. Woodcutters. Enter boisterously and boorishly.
Room! Make a clearing! Room in your revel! The trees we level that tumble cracking. Where we're appearing, look out for whacking. Our praise adjudging, make clear this fable. Save course were drudging within your borders, would fine be able to build their orders, howe'er they fretted. Be taught in season, for you'd be freezing had we not sweated.
Pulcinelli, uncouth, almost idiotic.
You fools are trooping, since birth so stooping. The wise ones we are, from burdens freer. Our caps, though sleazy, and jackets breezy to wear, are easy. It gives us pleasure to go with leisure, with slippered shuffles through market scuffles, to gape at the pother, croak at each other. Through crowded places you always trace us, eel-like gliding, skipping and hiding, storming together. Moreover, whether you praise, reprove us, it doesn't move us.
Parasites. Fawningly lustful.
Ye woodland bandsmen, and they your clansmen, the charcoal burners, to you we turn us, for all such plodding, affirmative nodding, tortuous phrases, blowing both ways, is warming or chilling, just as you're feeling. What profit from it? There might fall fire, enormous, dire, from heaven's summit. Were there not billets and coal in wagons to boil your skillets and warm your flagons? It roasts and frizzles, it boils and sizzles. The taster and picker, the platter liquor. He sniffs the roasting, suspects the fishes, and clears with boasting his patron's dishes.
Drunken man, unconsciously.
Not today bring melancholy, since I feel so frank and free. Fresh delights and songs so jolly, and I brought them both with me. Thus I'm drinking, drinking, drinking. Clink your glasses, clinking, clinking. You behind there join the rout. Clink them stout, and then it's out. Though my wife assailed me loudly, rumbled me through thin and thick, and howe'er I staggered proudly, called me masquerading stick. Yet I'm drinking, drinking, drinking. Clink your glasses, clinking, clinking. Masking sticks, another bout. When you clink them, drink them out. Say not mine a silly boast is, I am here in clover laid. Trusts the host, not trust the hostess. She refusing, trusts the maid. Still I'm drinking, drinking, drinking. Come ye others, clinking, clinking, each to each, keep up the rout. While I'm thinking, drink them out. How and where my fun is spying, let me have it as I planned. Let me lie where I am lying, for I cannot longer stand.
Chorus.
Every chum be drinking, drinking, toast afresh with clinking, clinking. Bravely keep your seats and shout, under the table he's drunk out.
The herald announces various poets, poets of nature, courtly and knightly minstrels, sentimentalists as well as enthusiasts. In the crowd of competitors of all kinds, no one allows another to commence his declamation. One slips past with a few words.
Satirist.
Know ye what myself, the poet, would the most rejoice and cheer? If I dared to sing and utter that which no one wants to hear.
The night and churchyard poets excuse themselves, because they have just become engaged in a most interesting conversation with a newly arisen vampire, and therefrom a new school of poetry may possibly be developed. The herald is obliged to accept their excuses, and meanwhile calls forth the Grecian mythology, which, even in modern masks, loses neither its character nor its power to charm. The Graces.
Aglaia.
Life we bless with graces living, so be graceful in your giving.
Hegemony.
Graceful be in your receival, wish attained is sweet retrieval.
Euphrosyne.
And in day serene and spacious, in your thanks be chiefly gracious.
The Parcae. Atropos.
I, the eldest, to the spinning, have received the invitation. When the thread of life's beginning, there is need of meditation. Finest flax I winnow featly, that your thread be softly given. Draw it through my fingers neatly, make it thin and smooth and even. If too wanton your endeavor, grasping here of joy each token, think the thread won't stretch forever. Have a care, it might be broken.
Clotho.
Know that, given to me for wearing, lately were the shears supplied, since men were not by the bearing of our eldest edified. Useless webs she long untangled, dragging them to air and light. Dreams of fortunes, hope bespangled, clipped and buried out of sight. Also I, in ignorance idle, made mistakes in younger years. But today, myself to bridle, in their sheath I stick the shears. Thus restrained in proper measure favour I this cheerful place. You these hours of liberal pleasure use at will, and run your race.
Lachesis.
In my hands, the only skilful, was the order twisting placed. Active are my ways, not wilful, erring not through overhaste. Threads are coming, threads are reeling, in its course I each restrain. None, from off the circle wheeling, fails to lit within the skein. If I once regardless gathered, for the world my hopes were vain. Hours are counted, years are added, and the weaver takes the chain.
You would not recognize who now appear, though ne'er so learned you were in ancient writing. To look at them in evil so delighting, you'd call them worthy guests, and welcome here. They are the Furies, no one will believe us. Fair, well-proportioned, friendly, young in years, but make acquaintance, and straightway appears how snake-like are such doves to wound, deceive us. Though they are spiteful, yet on this occasion, when every fool exults in all his blame, they also do not crave angelic fame, but own themselves the torments of the nation.
Alucto.
What good of that, for you will trust us still, each of us young and fair a wheedling kitten. Hath one of you a girl with whom he's smitten, we'll rub and softly stroke his ears until 'tis safe to tell him, spite of all his loathing, that she has also this and the other flame. A blockhead he, or humpbacked, squint and lame, and if betrothed to him, she's good for nothing. We're skilled as well the bride to vex and sever. Why, scarce a week ago, her very lover contemptuous things to her was saying of her. Though they make up, there's something rankles ever.
Megaera.
That's a mere jest. For, let them once be married, I go to work, and can, in every case, the fairest bliss by wilful whim displace. Man has his various moods, the hours are varied, and, holding the desired at once, did charm him. Each for the more desired, the yearning fool believes the best fortune, use is rendered cool. He flies the sun, and seeks the frost to warm him. Of ills for all, I understand the brewing, and here, as Modi, as my follower lead, to scatter mischief, at a proper need, and send the human race, in pairs, to ruin.
Tisiphone.
Steal and poison I, not malice. Mix and sharpen for the traitor. Lov'st thou others soon or later, ruin pours for thee the chalice. Through the moment's sweet libation see the gall and wormwood stealing. Here no bargaining, no dealing, like the act in retaliation. No one babble of forgiving. To the rocks I cry, revenge is echo's answer. He who changes shall be missed among the living.
Do me the favour now to stand aside, for that which comes is not to you allied. You see a mountain pressing through the throng, the flanks with brilliant housings grandly hung, a head with tusks, a snaky trunk below, a mystery, yet I the key will show. A delicate woman sits upon his neck, and with a wand persuades him to her beck. The other, throned aloft, superb to see, stands in a glory dazzling, blinding me. Beside him walk two dames in chains, one fearful and sore depressed, the other glad and cheerful. One longs for freedom, and one feels she's free. Let each declare us who she be.
Fear.
Smoky torches, lamps are gleaming through the festal's wildering train. Ah, amid these faces scheming, I am fastened by my chain. Off, ridiculously merry, I mistrust your grinning spite. Each relentless adversary presses nearer in the night. Friend would here as foe waylay me, but I know the masking shapes. Yonder's one that wished to slay me. Now discovered, he escapes. From the world I fain would wander, through whatever gate I find. But perdition threatens yonder, and the horror holds my mind.
Hope.
Good my sisters, I salute you, though today already suit you. Masquerading thus demurely, yet I know your purpose surely, to reveal yourselves tomorrow. And if we, by torches lighted, fail to feel a special pleasure, yet in days of cheerful leisure, at our will delight we'll borrow, or alone or disunited, free through fairest pastures ranging, rest and action interchanging, and in life no cares that fetter, not forego, but strive for better. Welcome guests are all around us, let us mingle with the rest. Surely what is best hath found us, or will somewhere find the best.
Prudence.
Two of human foes the greatest fear and hope I bind the faster, thus to save you at the latest, clear the way for me, their master. I conduct the live Colossus, turret crowned with weighty masses, and unweariedly he crosses, step by step, the steepest passes. But aloft the goddess planted, with her broad and ready pinions, turns to spy where gain is granted, everywhere in man's dominions. Round her all is bright and glorious, splendor streams on all her courses, victory is she, the victorious goddess of all active forces.
Zoilothersites.
Ho, ho, I've hit the time of day. You're altogether bad, I say. But what appeared my goal to me is she up there, Dame Victory. She, with her snowy wings spread out, thinks she's an eagle, past a doubt, and wheresoever she may stir, that land and folk belong to her. But when a famous thing is done, I straightway put my harness on, to lift the low, the high upset, the bent to straighten, bend the straight. That only gives my heart a glow, and on this earth I'll have it so.
Then take, thou beggar cur, the blow, this magic baton's stroke of skill. So twist and wriggle at thy will, I see how the double dwarfish ape rolls to a hideous ball in shape. A marvel! 'Tis an egg we view, it puffs itself and cracks in two. A pair of twins come forth to-day, the adder and the bat are they. Forth in the dust one winds and creeps, one darkly round the ceiling sweeps. They haste to join in company, the third therein I would not be.
Murmurs.
Come, the dance is yonder gay.
No, I would I were away.
Feelest thou how the phantom race flits about us in this place?
Something whizzes past my hair. Round my feet I saw it fare.
None of us are injured, though.
But we all are frightened so.
Wholly spoiled is now the fun,
which the vermin wanted done.
Since as herald I am aiding at your merry masquerading, at the gate I'm watching, fearful lest within your revels cheerful something slips of evil savour, and I neither shrink nor waver. Yet I fear the airy spectres enter, baffling all detectors, and from goblins that deceive you I'm unable to relieve you. First the dwarf became suspicious, now a mightier pageant issues yonder, and it is my duty to explain those forms of beauty, but the thing I comprehend not. How can I its meaning mention? Help me to its comprehension. Through the crowd you see it wend not? Lo, a 4-horse chariot wondrous. Hither drawn, the tumult sunders, yet the crowd seems not to share in't. Nowhere is a crush apparent. Coloured lights in distance dimmer, motley stars around it shimmer, magic lantern-like they glimmer. On it storms as to assault. Clear the way, I shudder.
Boy charioteer.
Halt, steeds, restrain the eager pinions, own the bridle's old dominion, check yourselves as I desire you, sweep away when I inspire you. Honor we these festal spaces, see the fast increasing faces, circles full of admiration. Herald, come, and in thy fashion, ere we take from here our glories, name us, and describe, and show us, for we're naught but allegories. Therefore 'tis thy place to know us.
No, thy name from me is hidden, could describe thee were I bidden.
Try it.
Granted at the start. Young and beautiful thou art, a half-grown boy, and yet the woman nature would rather see thee in completed stature. To me thou seem'st a future fickle wooer, changing the old betrayed love for a newer.
Go on, so far 'tis very fine. Make the enigma's gay solution thine.
Black lightning of the eyes, the dark locks glowing, yet bright with jewelled anadem, and light thy robe as flower on stem, from shoulder unto buskin flowing, with tinsel braid and purple hem. One for a maiden might surmise thee, yet good or ill as it might be. The maids e'en now would take and prize thee, they'd teach thee soon thy ABC.
And he who like a splendid vision is proudly on the chariot's throne.
He seems a king of mean Elysian, blessed those who may his favor own. No more has he to earn or capture, his glance detects where aught's amiss, and to bestow his perfect rapture is more than ownership and bliss.
Thou darest not at this point desist. Describe him fully, I insist.
But undescribed is dignity. The healthy full moon face I see, the ample mouth, the cheeks that fresher shine out beneath his turban's pressure. Rich comfort in the robe he's wearing. What shall I say of such a bearing? He seems as ruler known to me.
Plutus, the god of wealth, is he. He hither comes in proud attire, much doth the emperor him desire.
Of thee the what and how declare to me.
I am profusion, I am poesy, the poet I, whose perfect crown is sent when he his own best goods hath freely spent, yet rich in mine unmeasured pelf. Like Plutus, I esteem myself. I prank and cheer his festal show, and whatsoe'er he lacks bestow.
Fresh charm to thee thy brag imparts, but let us now behold thine axial.
Just see me fillip with my fingers what brilliance round the chariot lingers, and there a string of pearls appear.
Continuing to fillip and snap his fingers in all directions.
Take golden spangles for neck and ears, combs and diadems free of flaw, and jeweled rings as ne'er ye saw. I also scatter flamelets bright, awaiting where they may ignite.
How strives the crowd with eager longing, almost upon the giver thronging, as in a dream he snaps the toys, all catch and snatch with crush and noise. But now new tricks have I detected, what each has zealously collected, his trouble doth but poorly pay. The gifts take wings and fly away, the pearls are loosened from their band, and beetles crawl within his hand. He shakes them off, and then instead, poor dolt, they hum around his head. The others find their solid things are butterflies with gaudy wings. How much the scamp to promise seems, and only gives what golden gleams.
Masks to announce, I grant thou art worthy, but 'neath the shell of being to bestir thee is not a herald's courtly task, a sharper sight for that we ask. Yet every quarrel I evade, to thee my chief be speech and question made.
Turning to Plutus.
Didst thou not unto me confide the tempest of the steeds I guide? Canst thou not on my guidance reckon? Am I not there when thou dost beckon? And have I not, on pinions boldest, conquered for thee the palm thou boldest? When in thy battles I have aided, I ever have been fortunate. Thy brow when laurels decorate, have I not them with hand and fancy braided?
If there be need that I bear witness now, I'm glad to say, soul of my soul art thou. Thine acts are always to my mind, and thou the richer art I find. Thy service to reward I hold, be green bough higher than my crowns of gold. To all a true word spoken be, dear son, I much delight in thee.
Boy charioteer to the crowd.
The greatest gift my hand flings out. See, I have scattered round about. On divers heads there glows the tongue of flames which I upon them flung. Leaps back and forth among the shapes, on this remains, from that escapes, but very seldom upward streams in transient flush of mellow beams, and unto many ere they mark, it is extinct and leaves them dark.
Chatter of women.
Upon the chariot that man is certainly a charlatan.
There perched behind, the clown is seen,
from thirst and hunger grown so lean.
As one ne'er saw him, if you'd pinch,
he hasn't flesh to feel and flinch.
The starveling.
Disgusting women, off! I know that when I come, you'd have me go. When woman fed her own heart flame, then Avaritia was my name. Then drove the household fresh and green, for naught went out, and much came in. To chest and press I gave good heed, and that you'd call a vice indeed. But since in later years the fact is, economy the wife won't practice, and like the host of spendthrift scholars, has more desires than she has dollars. The husband much discomfort brooks, for there are debts wherever he looks. She spends what spoils she may recover upon her body or her lover. In luxury eats, and to excess drinks with the floods that round her breasts. For me, that raises money's price. Male is my gender, avarice.
Leader of the women.
With dragons, mean may be the dragon. It's all at best but lying stuff. He comes the men to spur and egg on, and now they're troublesome enough.
Crowd of women.
The scarecrow, knock him from the wagon. What means the fag to threaten here, as if his ugly face we'd fear? Of wood and pasteboard is each dragon. Come on, his words shall cost him dear.
Now, by my wand, be still, let none stir. Yet for my help there's scarcely need. See how each grim and grisly monster, clearing the space around with speed, unfolds his fourfold wings of dread. The dragons shake themselves in anger, with flaming throats and scaly clangor. The place is clear, the crowd has fled.
Plutus descends from the chariot.
How kingly comes he from above! He beckons, and the dragons move. Then from the chariot bring the chest with gold, and avarice thereon. See, at his feet the load they rest. A marvel 'tis how it was done.
Plutus to the charioteer.
Now thou hast left thee onerous burden here. Thou art wholly free, away to thine own sphere. Here it is not. Confused and wild, today, distorted pictures press around our way. Where clear thy gaze in sweet serenity, owning thyself, confiding but in thee. Thither where good and beauty are unfurled, to solitude, and there create thy world.
Thus as an envoy am I worthy of thee, thus as my next of kindred do I love thee. Where thou art is abundance, where I go, each sees a splendid profit round him grow. In inconsistent life each often wavers, whether to seek from thee or me the favors. Thy followers may be indolent, 'tis true. Who follows me has always work to do. My deeds are never secret and concealed, I only breathe, and I'm at once revealed. Farewell then, though the bliss hast granted me, but whisper low, and I return to thee.
Exit as he came.
'Tis time, now, to unchain the precious metals. The padlocks with the herald's wand I smite. The chest is opened. Look! From iron kettles, it pours like golden blood before your sight. It boils and threatens to devour as fuel, melting them, crown and ring and chain and jewel.
Crowd, alternate cries.
See here and there, they boil and swim.
The chest is filling to the brim.
Vessels of gold are burning there.
And minted rolls are turning there.
And ducats jingle as they jump.
Oh, how my heart begins to thump! All my desire I see and more.
They're rolling now along the floor.
'Tis offered you, don't be a dunce.
Stoop only, and be rich at once.
Then quick as lightning,
we, the rest, will take possession of the chest.
What ails ye, fools? What mean ye all? 'Tis but a joke of carnival. To-night be your desires controlled. Think you we'd give you goods and gold? Why, in this game there come to view too many counters even for you. A pleasant cheat, ye dolts. Forsooth, you'd take it once for naked truth. What's truth to you? Illusion bare surrounds and rules you everywhere. Thou Plutus mask, chief unrevealed, drive thou this people from the field.
Thy wand thereto is fit and free. Lend it a little while to me. I dip it in the fiery brew. Look out, ye maskers, all of you! It shines and snaps and sparkles throws. The burning wand already glows. Who crowdeth on too near to me is burned and scorched relentlessly. And now my circuit I'll commence.
Crowd, alternate cries.
Woe's me! We're lost.
There is no defense.
Let each one fly, if fly he can.
Back, clear the way, you hindmost man.
It sparkles fiercely in mine eyes.
The burning wand upon me lies.
We all are lost. We all are lost.
Back, back, ye maskers, jammed and tossed.
Back, senseless crowd, away from there.
Oh, had I wings, I'd take the air.
Now is the circle crowded back, and none, I think, scorched very black. The throng retires, scared by the fires, as guarantee for ordered law. A ring invisible I draw.
A noble work is thine to-night. I thank thy wisdom and thy might.
Preserve thy patience, noble friend, for many tumults yet impend.
Avarice.
Thus, if one pleases pleasantly, may one survey this circle stately. For ever foremost crowd the woman greatly, if aught to stare at, or to taste there be. Not yet entirely rusty are my senses. A woman fair is always fair to me, and since today it makes me no expenses, we'll go a-courting confidently. But in a place so populate, all words to every ear don't penetrate. So wisely I attempt and hope success, myself by pantomime distinctly to express. Hand, foot, and gesture will not quite suffice, so I employ a jocular device. Like clay will I the gold manipulate. One may transform it into any state.
What will the lean fools do? Has he so dry a starveling humour? See, he kneads the gold as it were dough. Beneath his hands 'tis soft, yet though he roll and squeeze it, for his pains disfigured still the stuff remains. He turns to the women there, and they all scream and try to get away. With gestures of disgust and loathing, the ready rascal stops at nothing. I fear he takes delight to see he has offended decency. I dare not silently endure it. Give me my wand, that I may cure it.
The danger from without he does not see. Let him alone. His fool's hour fast is waning. There'll be no space for his mad pranks remaining. Mighty is law, mightier necessity.
Tumult and song.
The savage hosts with shout and hail, from mountain height and forest vale, come irresistibly as fate, their mighty pan they celebrate.
They know, forsooth, what none can guess, and in the empty circle press.
I know you well, and your illustrious Pan. Boldly together you've performed your plan. Full well I know what everyone does not, and clear for you, as duty bids, the spot. Be fortune still her favour lending, the strangest things may here be bred. They know not whitherward they're wending, because they have not looked ahead.
Savage Song.
Furbished people, tinsel stuff, they're coming rude, they're coming rough. In mighty leap, in wildest race, coarse and strong they take their place.
Fawns.
Fawns, pair on pair, come dancing down, with oaken crown on crispy hair. The fine and pointed ear is seen, leaf-like, the clustering curls between. A stubby nose, face broad and flat. The women don't object to that, for when his paw holds forth the fawn, the fairest to the dance is drawn.
Satire.
See now behind the satyr skip, with foot of goat, lean leg and hip. Lean and sinewy must they be, for chamois-like on mountains he loveth to stand or scamper free. Then strong in freedom of the skies, child, wife, and man doth he despise, who deep in the valleys smoke and steam, that they live also snugly dream, whilst pure and undisturbed, alone, the upper world is all his own.
Gnomes.
The little crowd comes tripping there. They don't associate pair by pair. In mossy garb with lantern bright, they move commingling, brisk and light, each working on his separate ground, like firefly emmets swarming round, and press and gather here and there, always industrious everywhere. With the good people kin we own, as surgeons of the rocks we're known, cupping the mountains, bleeding them, from fullest veins depleting them, of store of metals which we pile, and merrily greet, good cheer, the while. Well meant the words, believe us then, we are the friends of all good men. Yet we the stores of gold unseal, that men may pander, pimp, and steal. Nor iron shall fail his haughty hand, who universal murder planned. And who these 3 commandments breaks, but little heed of the others takes. For that we're not responsible, we're patient, be you too as well.
Giants.
The wild men of the woods they're named, and in the hearts are known and famed. In naked nature's ancient might, they come, each one a giant white, with fir-tree trunk and brawny hand, around the loins a puffy band, the merest apron of leaf and bough. Pope hath no such gods, I trow.
Nymphs in chorus. They surround the great Pan.
He comes, we scan the world's great all, whose heart doth fall to mighty Pan. Ye gayest ones advance to him, your maddest measures dance to him. Since serious and kind is he wills that we should joyous be. Under the blue or vaulting roof, ever he seemeth slumber-proof, yet murmurs of the brooks he knows, and soft airs lull him to repose. At midday sleeping o'er his brow, the leaf is moveless on the bough. Of healthy buds the balsam there pervades the still, suspended air. The nymph no longer dares to leap, and where she stands she falls asleep. But when, all unexpected, he maketh his voice heard terribly, like rattling thunder, roar or wave, then each one seeks himself to save. The serried ranks disperse in fright, the hero trembles in the fight. Then honor to whom the honor is due, and hail to him who led us to you.
Deputation of Gnomes to the great Pan.
When the rich possession shining through the rocks in thread and vein, to the skillful wands divining, shows its labyrinthine chain. We in vaults and caverns spacious, troglodytes contented bide, while in purest daylight gracious, thou the treasures dost divide. Now we see, wilt thou believe us? Here a wondrous fountain run, promising with ease to give us what was hardly to be won. Lo, it waits for thy attaining. Then be moved to break the spell. All the wealth which thou art gaining profits all the world as well.
Plutus to the Herald.
We, in the highest sense, must be collected, and let what may come through unexpected. Thy courage has not yet been counted short. The fearful thing we now shall see will try it. The world and history will both deny it. So write it faithfully in thy report.
Herald, grasping the wand which Plutus holds in his hand.
The dwarfs conduct the great pan nigher, yet gently to the font of fire. It bubbles from the throat profound, then sinks retreating to the ground, and dark the open crater shows. And then again it boils and glows. Great Pan in cheerful mood stands by, rejoiced the wondrous things to spy. And right and left the foam pearls fly. How can he in the cheat confide? He bends and stoops to look inside. But now, behold, his beard falls in. Whose is that smoothly shaven chin? His hand conceals it from our sight. What follows is a luckless plight. The beard on fire flies back to smite his wreath and head and breast with flame. To pain is turned the merry game. They haste to quench the fire, but none the swiftly kindling flames can shun, that flash and dart on others' heads, till wide the conflagration spreads. Wrapped in the element, in turn the masking groups take fire and burn. But hark! What news is bruited here from mouth to mouth, from ear to ear? O evermore ill-fated night, that brings to us such woe and blight! To-morrow will proclaim to all what no one wishes to befall, for everywhere the cry I hear, the Emperor suffers pain severe. O were the proclamation wrong! The Emperor burns, and all his throng accursed be they who him misled, with resinous twigs on breast and bead, to rave and bellow hither so, to general fatal overthrow. Youth! O youth! Wilt never thou limit thy draught of joy in season? Majesty, wilt never thou, omnipotent, direct with reason? The mimic woods enkindled are, the pointed tongues lick upward far, to where the rafters interlace. A fiery doom hangs o'er the place. Our cup of misery overflows, for who shall save us no one knows. The ash heap of a night shall hide to-morrow this imperial pride.
Terror is enough created. Now be help inaugurated. Smite, thou hallowed wand, and make earth beneath thee peal and quake. Thou, the spacious breath of air, cooling vapours, breathe and bear. Hear the speed, around us growing, misty films and belts overflowing, and the fiery tumult tame. Trickle, whisper, clouds be crisper, roll in masses softly drenching, mantling everywhere and quenching. Yea, the moist, the broadly brightening, change to harmless summer lightning. All this empty sport of flame, when by spirits were molested, then be magic manifested.
End of Act 1, Scene 3.